Hello, everyone, and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we've got another Zelda 2 Randomizer Max Standard Tournament 2023 Winners Bracket Round 2 here between MiRai and Tyvarius. I'm starting with the uncommon Night is Trails. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good. This is a pretty exciting matchup. I don't know if well you probably saw Tyvarius almost beat me on the Swiss rounds, and Mariah and I go back and forth. So I know these two are capable of both beating each other. They're both good players, and this should be a good match.
Yep, looking forward to it here. Mirai and Tyvarius, of course, both excellent runners. Mirai taking has Mirai, of course, we've got a volley in this in round one. Tyvarius, let's see, take out CS2 to win round one. So it should be a fun one.
It
And
should
let
be
me
pretty
start with
good.
yep.
Tyvarius is one of the newer runners, and he hit the ground running. So I'm really excited to see where he goes from here. If he joins any more tournaments or he continues to grind with the Zelda 2.
We'll find out, because we're going to be starting here soon. Any flags you want to see tonight?
Excuse me, what did you say?
Sorry, any flags you want to see tonight?
Oh, I want him to have like the worst case scenario possible. One hard container, 2 lives. I want it to be a grind.
That's a pretty classic one. I'm open to various things. Certainly a little trickier seed would always be fun to see. We also do have a race from the name of Hyper Canyon, and this is not a particularly meaty start. I would say it's the nicest start of all time, but 3 hearts, 3 lives, jump, dash, shield, raft, cross, and hammer is a pretty good collection of stuff, although that looks like a mountainous map, which is not so friendly.
Yeah, it's really easy to mess up and miss something. Really easy on the overworld.
Oh, for sure. Got the back end fairy cave here. We're not going anywhere through that right now. Kind of starting in the, what looks like the middle western end of the map.
Oh man, did you just see that move that Mirai just pulled? He I don't know if you guys noticed that, but he took a hit from the orange Moblin spear, which gave him iframes and allowed him to get boosted into the red Dyra and pin him up against the wall. That's a classic. I like to do that with bubbles or flying fish heads and stuff. Because if you take a hit from especially at life 2 or life 3, you're gonna die immediately with 3 hearts.
Yep. Alright, we're starting actually up towards the northwestern corner. Tyvarius is one of our item caves. Bagu is right by start. Always nice to see. Saria can be a pretty good connector in mountainous biomes if it just so happens to link 2 segments of the map. Can be and has been hard to record before. It looks like I've got a lake here in a slightly awkward spot, so it's not. There is a tiny bridge here you can cross. Well, bridge, but mountainous map being mountainous already.
Yeah, Bagu becomes required a lot of times in in the mountainous biome because the Saria will spawn on 2 separate sides of mountains, so and there's no way to get around them. So a lot of times that's logic.
For sure, here is we're gonna go see about. Oh, hey, a palace up here in the northwestern corner. Almost booth locked, but not quite, and that's either 3 or 6. Here in the northwest corner of the east. Or northwest corner of the west, sorry.
Looks like we're painted pretty well into a corner here. There's not really much that they can do. Tyvarius up in 8. Let's see where he goes. I mean, there's
He's
Fairy
gonna head
Cave right
south
there.
and start.
Okay, yeah, it's very linear paths from start, and that's going to be the other end of Fairy Cave because they've already dropped into one side. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, definitely jump over this guy. Get away from that axe. Yeah, see, it might have been better if he would have walked into that Gorilla and then used the iframes to be able to absorb that axe without taking any damage because the iframes in Zelda 2 are so nice. They last a while, and you can abuse them really easily.
Yeah, Ribonak rides with the magic key here, hint on King's Tomb for the pair. So we're gonna need to find the fairy spell at some point to dig palaces, because that's a pass-through key for Mirai, and this is another item key for Tyvarius.
Or you take the gamble if you get some key drops and jump in that 3 or 6 up top there. Getting
That
an
is
early
also an option.
getting an early magical key would be a huge advantage.
It really would, because we don't know if that's a 3 or 6 yet. They both took one look at it and quit, so.
I wonder if any of them take that gamble. Because if it is 3, oh, there's a key right
Well,
there
as
on
we say
Tyvarius.
that, that's a key, but they don't have downstab to pick it up easily. The magic jar's nice though.
You can get that if you yeah, he's using that technique where you clip into the block and then yeah, there you go.
There we go. Nice.
You gotta do 1 frame taps until you're kind of inside the corner of the block there, and then you can turn around and do a duck stab. But yeah,
Oh, bridge here in the southwest corner. That's a good find.
yeah, I actually lost a race.
And that's a canyon east.
Oh, nice. I lost a race back
Here's
in the
yeah.
3.0 days by gambling on magical key. I got the hint it was in a palace, and then like I went in a palace and ended up taking me forever to get.
Oh geez, yeah. Here is that was P. This is P2 here for Tyvarius on the northwestern end of the east, right by the bridge. Right. Yeah, we've also got a lovely river double here sitting up at the northern end.
Interesting move here by Tyvarius with only 1 key. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say this must be fairy spell, but it is Rando, and it holds the spell, and yeah, they need fairy spell.
They
But
do need the fairy spell.
coming into P2 with only 1 key is it's a ballsy move. Oh, he gets another key drop. He's lucky he got to pick it up. He had 1 HP left, and he turned around and picked up that key. Man, now he's got 2 keys. P2 is looking a little bit more doable at this point.
Yeah. P2 can be a pretty long palace, but we do have it set that so that the palace can continue after the boss, so there is less before the boss, frequently, though not always the case, and P5 is also in the southwest corner of the map. On the west side of my continent, chat noting that the other of 3 or 6 is on the east, not too far from P2.
Interesting.
Trophies in the west, good catch from chat. And hi Helmet Head. That's gonna be a really quick first gem.
I think that's a game over, right? Oof.
It is, unfortunately. Ouch. Another magic jar for MiRai here on the Stonehenge tile.
He oh, do you have dash? I guess he does.
They started with it.
So yeah, I mean the upside is that he knows where the boss is, so all he's got to do is get there. But you know it costs him about probably 90 seconds. You know.
Yeah, Raft tile in the southeastern corner of the west takes you straight to Maze Island, and with no palace in sight, MiRai is going to go turn right around. He'll go back later.
That's a really interesting play. I might have actually went on there and tried to dig a couple of items out or something. I don't know.
Yeah, deciding not to though, and is going to continue exploring the southeastern part of the map here now. Oh, great! That's an Island Death Mountain.
Yeah. Well, you know, you can get like boots and stuff, which can be kind of helpful, especially in the Canyon East.
Canyon East, Island's Death Mountain, as we just found out, that's P1 as our final palace on the west there on the eastern side of the map.
Well, yeah, I don't know. If I were MiRai, I'd well look around for a palace. Obviously, one of these, or look around for a town. One of these towns has to have fairy spell, and it looks like he's found both Raru and Saria.
Have we seen Mito yet? I don't remember if we have. Rauru does have fairy in it though, so very nice.
Ooh,
There's also a
Barb's
hammerlock cave. Barbaslit is with a what?
with the boots, and that's
that's a
really
huge hint.
yeah, that's very interesting.
We were discussing the possibility of digging that bright pink palace right straight up north of Star. Yeah, it's a 50-50, 3 or 6 in any key or boots. That's looking like better and better of an idea as we go.
Yeah, I know, right?
Especially because Fairy is now picked up, though I didn't quite catch the cost there. Helmet Head down for Tyvarius.
It's interesting when you enter a Helmet Head's room from that entrance. From coming up the elevator, he has a completely different pattern. Tyvarius is in the item room palace too. Let's see what's in here. I can't be. Could be the glove.
Could be the glove, could be a flute. We don't know
Oh
if
my
that's going to end
god,
up
it's
being
the
needed.
glove!
It's a... you call
Oh my god,
it. You
dude.
call it. If I 6 that could be
Oh,
hilarious.
he's just trying to grab a couple extra experience real quick so he can get that level for you up in A's. I was about to
Yep,
say,
perfect.
yeah, if I were him, I don't know, man. I'd probably go back to the west or whatever. Or
Is that a Rando or something from MiRai? Didn't look like there was anything visible on screen, at least.
oh
Oh, no,
well,
apparently a robot. Blah.
yeah, if it was a jar, yeah, it'd be completely invisible. Ooh,
Okay.
Ryan gets another key. I mean, he's in logic right now, so it doesn't even matter. But keys are
Mhm.
nice.
Oh, that's helpful. Both palaces 3 and 6 are almost the exact same shade of bright pink. That's going to be annoying to tell the two apart at a glance later. If you want them for Mirai, why not? Pretty quick palace. You've got fairy, you've got keys, and here's an immediate horse head as I say that.
Man, as soon as you enter whatever this is, you're greeted with a doom knocker. Two of them, even.
Yeah, Dash does help Tyvarius get through. This is 3 or 6, with the others straight north of Star, and they're both the exact same color of pink, basically.
Oh, that's
Does
right.
have a key.
He is out of logic right now. He has no keys. Um, I think he might be coming in here hoping that it's 3 and hoping that he can get that key. So he's gonna have to kill. Like, say he finds out this is 3, he's gonna have to kill a bunch of small enemies until he gets key drops in order to get that key.
Yeah,
Which
he is.
what,
Yeah,
oh,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, I was gonna say.
Also, yeah, no, go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
No, I was gonna say, which could be a huge time. Whoa, there's a key right there. Go get that. Hell yeah, brother. Um, yeah, he's on his last life though right now. He's got to be very careful. And if he finds the item room before he finds the boss, he's got to do a blind pull. So this is pretty. This is a ballsy move by Tyvarius. I like it.
Yeah, it's certainly a gamble. Could pay off here. We do know that if he can find the item, it will be useful. Either the ending key or the boots would be a good find right now, but whether or not he can find either of those things, who knows?
Dude,
And that's the game over.
if
He
it's
wants
the
them for
ending,
Mirai.
if he okay, he's out of there. I was gonna say if he found the any key, man, sheesh, that'd be quite an advantage.
It would be, yeah. And I'm actually thinking, reconsidering my original evaluation of this as a canyon, it might be vanilla-like. It's hard to tell with these sometimes. Given how far west we can go on this one.
Yeah, I mean,
That's actually vanilla-like. One that you would like boots for by the looks of it. There's Naburu, which we don't need.
we haven't seen GP yet either, have we? Well, we haven't seen the palace on Maze Island either. We've seen it, but no one's actually gone inside. Looks like keys are dropping pretty frequently.
They are. And yeah, vanilla like East actually, which can be its own kind of troll. There's a lot of water. Would be nice to have those boots at some point. Having to cross this fun bridge encounter to get over to the northeastern part of the map right now.
Oh man, especially
Horizon 1 looking for the item, and we'll see.
what I don't understand is why is Tyvarius not leveling up his life? He just got bodied in that palace. I guess he's kind of just like in trying to get the fairy spell mode, you know. But if I were him, well, yeah, he's got his magic jacked up pretty good. Fairy is 47, so right now Mirai can cast it twice. Tyvarius can cast it almost twice. He needs one more magic container.
He'll find it on his way to get fairy. He did find Thunder there in Old Kasuto as a different note over on the northeastern part of the map before updating, so that's a good find. You might
Yeah,
not need it in a 4-gemmer, but it's nice for combat, and it doesn't hurt to not have to go look for it later.
yeah. I mean, it might appear like he's kind of fumbling and bumbling a little bit, but in reality, Tyvarius is very well set up to beat this game with the Thunder Spell and the glove. Like, all he needs is Fairy Spell, and he can gem and go. So,
And we know it won't be hard for him to find fairies to get a magic jar out of P1. Not quite what MiRai wanted, but this has its uses.
yeah, there's no doubt that MiRai's going to see P2 and decide to do that. I mean, P2 is P5's little brother, so it'll be interesting to see. But more than likely in a 4-gem seed, he will choose that one. But he goes to
It's
Maze
better than
Island,
5
though.
or 6 at least. But yeah, Maze Island, this layout looks very, very linear to start. Yipes.
Yeah, this is like the one that Tyvarius and I had the last time, right? It was just like one pathway.
Tyvarius and Trophy Cave here. MiRai finding our first item. And that's a medicine we might need or may not. No, it's not hard to card at this point. It's dash, life, or
Reflect, right?
no, sorry. Reflect. It's reflect, life, or what am I having a brain fart on the last one here? Oh no, it's just reflect or life. Neither of which are hard required. That small key is even less required, but reflect might be nice.
It's a very fast Maze Island for MiRai. He found both items already.
Yep. And speaking of, Tyvarius is in Nito. I totally missed how worth this is or how he got here. It was a heart and trophy key, which is a nice find, especially because he does have pretty low life levels right now.
Yeah, once he finds MiRai is he's on the hunt. But we know that Tyvarius has already found everything. So it's just I don't know, man. It's just a matter of time. And once Tyvarius finds that I think he looked in there because he's I'm pretty sure Reflect is gonna be in Mito.
It is.
Because...
We're looking at Tyvarius's personal tracker there on the restream from the comms page.
Oh yeah, I see it.
A little hard to read, but that is that. He's gonna get Fairy here, and that is a really awkward spot for this palace, by the way. Yikes.
That should be GP.
It's either GP or P4, and MiRai can't be either of them. And it's GP.
Yeesh.
It is right by this cave. Hopefully this one might be a slightly better connector than the raft tile.
That's actually a different section, though.
That is a different section of that Island's Death Mountain, which
no,
that
was the east. There was lava on there.
Wait, no, that is the east.
Yeah, Death Mountain doesn't spawn lava. Here comes Tyvarius in this 3 or 6 on the northern side of the North Palace. This is going to be interesting because we will find out. It's 3. So the Aniki is in here. He cast dash for Rebonak, though. Sheesh. This is oh well, I guess he's got down stab. But still, this is an awkward fight. This is one of those fights that you don't like. This is like Guma. Like, you don't want to do this fight with oh man, this is very interesting here because now MiRai is in P3. What palaces are these guys gonna do? And who's gonna come out on top here? And it's basically a tie ball game, except for Tyvarius has everything that he needs to beat the game now. He's got the fairy spell, the medicine, thunder spell, the glove. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And MiRai has none of that stuff.
He does not. Rebo is down for Tyvarius. Attack 4 seems to be making a bit of a dent in Rebo, it looks like. Attack 3 a little less.
They both cast Dash Spell for this fight. Like, that Dash Spell makes this fight even more awkward than it already is.
And yes, Tyvarius picked up Fairy. I know that he did because I saw him in Rauru, and I didn't see him explicitly picked it up, but there's no reason he didn't.
Yeah, he absolutely picked up the Fairy Spell without a doubt. And of course, then both are going to come in here looking for the item because P3 is about the same size as Palace 1. Very short, and they know there's an Aniki in here, so.
They do, and that's going to be a handy find, especially because Fairy is not the cheapest thing ever.
Yeah, at Magic 5, 47 magic points is it's pretty high. Pretty high. Here's the no, that's I thought that I got debated by that room. I thought it was the item room.
I did it first, then wait, no, that's not an item room.
Yeah, but casting dash at Rebanek doesn't make that fast go any doesn't make that fast doesn't make that fight go any faster. I'll say that.
No, it doesn't. I think that's one of the issues. I think the issue with dash is that it's possible to go too fast, where you're going too fast to be able to react to Rebo attacking you or anything, as that's a dead end for Tyvarius. No enemies on the steps. That's dead end variant of that room. There is a community room variant that's not a dead end because someone decided to be a troll.
Yeah, once you know that room, you know that that's not the room. He didn't check upstairs either. Oh, it's a glove block.
That's a glove block. That could be big if the end key's over there, because MiRai doesn't have that glove.
It's either up there or left in that room, because Tyvarius has been everywhere else.
I think so, yeah. Or yeah, because were there any? I know that Rebo was at the bottom of the first elevator, but was there a path before Rebo still available? I can't quite remember.
I can't remember either, but I don't think
Patrick
so.
thinking the same thing, that there's a left at start, because you had there's a four-way elevator, but there's an elevator. It wasn't like go down straight into Rebo's room, like you pass through an elevator room and then to Rebo at the start.
Oh, okay.
And Patrick, so yeah, there's a left available right at start that neither of them took because they went all the way down and found Rebo immediately and have been somewhere behind Rebo since.
Yeah, I mean, it all happens so quickly.
It does.
So what does MiRai do? MiRai knows how many different directions he can go. He probably knows, oh, I got that left. I got that one left.
Tyvarius, in the meantime, has found the glove block, so he's off to that, having found a key door at the left side at the bottom of this elevator shaft, and he doesn't have a key right now. So he is going to go see if this is it, and if this is it, that'll be big for him, because MiRai cannot get us any key if it's up here.
Oh, man.
And he runs face first into another glove block, speaking of.
Oh,
and that one just loops into itself. Okay.
So the way that MiRai went was actually the way.
Mm-hmm. And Tyvarius just ran into a big old loop.
So Tyvarius just needs to go right, down, and then left, I think. Or no, this is the left.
No, I think this is the one. Maybe, no, this is also a dead end. It's the left at start then. Yeah. Elendar confirming.
Man. Oh, okay. Oh, you can go left here, even.
Yeah, this is the left at start we were talking about that neither of them took because Rebos right at the bottom of the first elevator. And this is into a glove block.
This is definitely not a room that you want to cast dash in.
Nope. Again, too fast to react properly.
Maybe I'm just a sissy or something. I don't know.
No, I do agree with you. It's easy to go too fast to be able to react to, enemies and whatnot.
That long room with the whatchamacallit? With the the any key for Tyvarius, huge find.
Absolutely. Hey, Animus raiding with a party of 4. I think Tyvarius is going to go place that gem now in case anyone's wondering where he's going.
He didn't place that gem yet?
No, he hasn't.
Well, that's actually kind of smart, because is this going to be his magic level? I think it might be an attack level, honestly.
It's either attack or... I think it's either attack or magic. I'm not sure which. This should be downstab for MiRai. And hey, Animus raiding the party of 4. Welcome in, Raiders. That's attack 5 for Tyvarius, and he is out of here.
Man, I might have saved that experience and went for magic 6 there. Well,
yeah,
wait a minute.
I guess he probably didn't want to track back south of start.
Actually, yeah. What am I talking about? He got the he got the any key, so he doesn't need magic right now at all. As long as he can cast Thunder, he can go right now. And just do that Palace 6 down there. Because P1 was pretty free, right?
P1 was free. Horsehead could not have been more than 5 rooms in, I think. I was like, oh,
No,
Mariah's in and looks over. Oh,
I thought Horsehead was the very first room in.
it might have been. I remember it was somewhere fast, and
Is this P5? Yeah, this is
this has to be.
P5.
This is P5. I mean, Guma could be fast. It doesn't have to be at the very end of the place, but this could be a interesting play.
At attack 5, this fight's not that bad.
No,
This is definitely a fight that you don't want to cast dash for.
Yep.
Yeah, like these long rooms, like absolutely, yeah, cast dash. Oh, the item room.
Oh, we don't know what's in here. This could be a few different things. I'll take a 300-point P bag, I guess. Unfortunately, that's one of the worst things he could have found. We've seen 700-point P bags in this seed, so a 300 P bag is kind of nah.
Oh, and here's Guma, dude.
Oh wow.
At this rate, Tyvarius is going to be in GP very shortly if he finds Palace 1 and then decides to go on oh, I'm very critical of people's Guma fights.
And that's a death for him. Thankfully, he still has 2 lives, but that was not a great fight.
Good news for MiRai, he's in the right palace to get that any key. I mean the glove rather. And it wasn't that far. It was directly behind Helmet Head. So as long as he finds Helmet Head, he should have the glove in no time. But at this rate, Tyvarius is in the lead.
He is.
Yep,
and that's Guma down. Speaking of.
Yeah, another one, another gem.
Now, all Tyvarius needs to do is wrap around the southern part of the west and head up north, and then head up the eastern coast. He'll find P1 up there. He already went over there for Rowry. He just needs Rowry and Ferry because that's on the eastern side of the map, and he just needs to go back there.
Yeah,
get that, comes... and then go back to Maze Island, and he'll be done.
Yeah,
or in GP at least, not done necessarily.
Here comes MiRai though, quickly answering back with a gem. The thing is though, will MiRai take a P5 or a P6 dive over a P4? He does have the medicine. He didn't turn. Did he turn it in? He didn't turn it in because it's not lit up on his tracker. He went in and got downstab. He definitely went in and got downstab. Not too long ago.
But he didn't get reflect apparently, according to Patrick, our tracker. Well then, not P4.
And what is this? He's going into P6. Yeah, this is big for MiRai. This is where's
did he not turn in the gem earlier in P2? Because that's the only reason he'd be in here that I can remember.
Tyvarius is back in P2?
It has to be.
Interesting.
I don't know why. I don't think
his tracker is marked off. That he's got both item and palace done. Did he not
place a gem earlier? That's
he might not have.
No, I think he just realized he's.
Oh yeah, he just face palmed. Live on camera. On camera face palm.
Shaking his head. He's also going to look in P6 because he's here, which is unfortunate because we know P1's pretty much free in it.
Yeah, P1 is just one room in, really.
It is. So now MiRai's got a slight lead going into P1, and he's got the one who knows the way to GP and the slightly silly Maze Island we've got today.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to come down to P6 routing and GP routing, which is kind of cool. Looks like MiRai took the wrong direction. Also,
I don't know that MiRai will get Thunder while he's on the east. Nukasuto's a little ways off. Do need to go do a bit of walking to get there.
Well, I mean, he'll get boots if he clears this bad boy out. And not only that, I forgot to mention that he doesn't have the any key. So Tyvarius will be able to just walk through this palace, whereas he's going to have to do magic management.
He will, and that could make a difference in routing, for better or for worse for either of these two, depending because they have different equipment. So MiRai will be potentially less likely to take key doors because he's got limited resources, while Tyvarius has just jumped into lava and looks very unhappy with himself.
Yeah, him and MiRai are in the same room now. This is a tie ball game. However, MiRai has the knowledge of the location of GP.
He does, and that could be big here. He is also just ever so slightly ahead of Tyvarius, going into Barba, as I say that. Hello.
Yeah. And here comes Barba for Tyvarius. He's on his last life, so he's got to be careful here. And MiRai doing the crazy, swaggy jackhammer technique. Pretty dangerous at attack 5, but obviously he's been practicing it. Nice kill for MiRai. That's gem number 4 down for him. So he's likely heading into GP without Thunder, which would be really interesting.
I think so. Because Nukasuto's somewhere in the northeastern part of the east, and he is evidently not going to go find it, because he doesn't know where it is. It's a vanilla-like east, which can be kind of sucky without the boots he doesn't have. So he's just going to leave it.
The thing is, if Tyvarius might hang around. Oh, that was his last life.
Oh, and he was down to the last bar of health on Barba too. He is not happy with himself over that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if Thunderbird's acquired, this might be Tyvarius' race to lose. But it just really depends.
It does, because he's losing time here to hiking back through, and he doesn't know the way to. He doesn't know that Maze Island's got GP. He might go to the Valley of Death first too, actually, because he doesn't know that's P4.
Yeah, here comes MiRai in the GP. Looks like it's going to be probably about a 31x entry.
31 minutes and change, yeah. I think Ty probably has at least seen the bridge, because he has been to Rauru for ferry. You have to walk past the raft to Maze Island on your way there.
Okay, I'm not sure if he stepped on that or not. I don't know. But
I don't either, but I think he knows it has to be there, because he's seen the other continent. Well, he has to know that it has to be either Maze Island or Death Mountain, and then to Maze Island, because I think he's seen the other connectors already.
Ooh, I was off. He got in there just at 31 minutes. The curtain goes up.
Pretty much 31 minutes flat from MiRai. Very, very fast 31 minutes for a 4-gemmer. Oh, pair of Chicken Knights immediately.
Oh, that's the worst. It sucks when you split those bubbles up like that. And he doesn't have a key. Oh my god, it's that room,
no.
Dude. It is
one room.
It is that room. That is
that one room where you have to have a key or a key of some kind, be that a small key or an any key, and he's gonna go look for the any key here.
Well, he's lucky because it's only 2 rooms in once he makes that left and breaks those blocks.
It's the closer of the 2 glove blocks he ran into, so he'll get it, but that is a time loss for him, as Tyvarius is done with 6.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, if Thunderbird's required, and he does this, gets the any key, and goes back and runs into a Thunderbird block, I think that's the nail in the coffin.
Mm-hmm.
What is he doing? He just grabbed a key and saved. That might be a big mistake. Because the any key was just one more room to the left there.
It is.
So this race just got very spicy.
It does, and Tyvarius is looking for something.
Yeah.
He's going through a pasture cave here, which dumps him on the other side of the River Devil to a water tile and nothing else. And he's out of here. Okay, good. Don't continue. Please go back west and take that raft tile. You're going to save yourself time. I'm not completely sure, because we didn't see all this east, but it looks like you might be hardcore on boots to get much of anywhere on it beyond the northern section.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good possibility. Yeah, it looked very islandy with a lot of water. Very soupy eastern continent.
Tyvarius taking a passer cave to get to the southeastern part of the map. That works, actually. And is going to just probably feel... there's P1. Yeah, he walked fast earlier. He does know where this raft tile is. He's going to go there.
Oh, man. This has come down to if... Yeah, he's got his fingers crossed. What he doesn't know is this is the right way to go. This is going to be GP for him. And he's fully equipped to do this palace.
He has the things he needs. He's going to find a... Yeah, he's not going to bother with items. He knows he doesn't need any. No.
Oh, I thought that... Well...
Unfortunately, he's also going the wrong way because this place sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought one of these were a magic container. Yeah, he knows.
No, it's the medicine and a small key, which. Well. Yeah, I think he needs to head left here, and then he'll get over to GP. Unfortunately, this layout's pretty much complete garbage to get there from the raft tile.
Yeah, it looks like he's got to pass a couple, but yeah, there's that room. If there's a Thunderbird block, this is in the bag for Tyvarius.
It is, as we see our first waffle room of the GP. Nothing in the first waffle.
And I'm in agreement with Patrick. If I would definitely grab the 2 items off of Maze Island just in case a magic container. Because I mean, I'm sure you can probably cast Thunder right now. He can barely.
Speaking of Thunder, hi, T-Bird was at the top of that elevator from MiRai.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, this
pretty
is
early too. Like
this is a drop room, which is good for MiRai because a lot of times if T-Bird doesn't go anywhere, it'll lead to a drop room eventually.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. If it doesn't lead to Dark Link or a dead end, it'll lead to a drop.
Mm-hmm. It was a 35:05 or so for Tyvarius' first entry to GP, about a half minute to a minute behind MiRai's second trip in here with a small key.
Tyvarius will likely just go do
Thunderbird right now.
Yeah, well, never mind. It doesn't matter.
There it is, yeah. Okay, then GG's to MiRai, I guess.
Man. Incredible.
I just hope for Tyvarius that this is in fact a very fast dead end after T-Bird, because otherwise he could be going the wrong way for a while.
GG's to MiRai.
GG?
Ouch. I guarantee you if he takes a game over here, he's probably just going to throw the towel in.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame him at this point. He has seen a dot done in the race room, and as we say that is a death.
Yeah, this is probably going to feel pretty bad because, well, in our race, Thunderbird was required, and he skipped it. But I was already in the middle of the Thunderbird fight, so actually, when he started fighting Thunderbird, I think I was entering the Dark Link room or something. I forget. I had already finished the Thunderbird fight, but it was very close, very close. Man, MiRai, really, if that Thunderbird was acquired, the outcome of this race changes completely.
It really did. It really would have, yeah.
I didn't see much Anaru getting killed, Irene. Saw a lot of dash spell. Oh, there's one. But yes, I'm guessing MiRai will come join us for an interview potentially, possibly.
He will. He always waits until his credits are over, so he'll go wait until that's done, and then he'll come hop in. Tyvarius, though, is heading through this lovely room, known as the Pyramid Room or Middle Finger Room or any number of other things you can call this by, but this will be a pretty quick trip to Darklink as well.
Yeah, yeah, he'll find Darklink in no time.
Yep. It's like another, 2 rooms from here, 1 room. I remember seeing this room from MiRai, and then he was...
Yeah, you go up this elevator, and
quick.
I think that's it. I think it's just right up
something like that. It's either up or right from here, and it's... oh, no, it's... yeah.
This is it.
Right.
And it feels so bad because, I don't know, you just feel like you went out of your way and you prepared for nothing,
It does, and the thing, too, is, he spent enough time in 6, and you've gone to 1 instead that he would have probably been either tied or very close to it. He lost a good couple minutes to Barba there, and P1 was short. P6 was a little less short.
Yeah, I think...
But that's Max Rando for you.
I think Horsehead was even in the very first elevator.
Might have been, honestly. Yes. Oh, that hurts.
I don't know why he's queuing up the fairy spell. But yeah, had you found Palace 1, yeah, like you said, it might have changed the outcome. Because I'm pretty sure Horsehead was right in the very first elevator there.
I think it was, yeah, and Horsehead's a much easier fight than Barba, too.
It's ready.
Especially on, I think he would have been on attack 5 at the time. Horsehead goes in 3 hits or something silly.
Yeah, and he took that game over. Yeah, look, he did the fairy glitch.
Oh, nice. And there we are. GG to Tyvarius, 40-29. Only just under 4 minutes apart at the end. Very, very good race here. And a stupid fast seed, too. This is one of the fastest I think we've seen this tournament.
Yeah, this was pretty fast.
And we're going to get them both in for interview now.
Hey, did I have a race that was 20 minutes or something like that?
You might have. Hey, guys. GG's.
Hey, GG's.
Hello, GG.
Well, dang. Well done, Ryan.
Great job, you two. MiRai, you took quite a gamble at the end. If Thunderbird was acquired, Tyvarius had Thunder Spell and the Any key.
Was the Any key obtainable without the glove?
You were no. You were 1 room away.
Okay, I got that key, and that's why I stopped.
You up at 8. You were 1 room. You were touching the Any key room.
Well,
by being in it.
I just needed that 1 key, and I was just like, man, do I keep going in this direction? Because it might actually be behind the boss. There was another glove block back there, and I was concerned. I was like, I'll just take this key and go.
Yeah, that's a good decision, But we've been commentary. We were like, oh man, you were right there.
Yeah, because the 2 glove blocks in P in that palace, the one straight just right next to start was the Any key, 2 rooms down that way. And then the other glove block just looped right into itself. Just funny.
I figured Ty was over on the east, doing east things, getting thunder, getting up. We started with up steps, so never mind. But yeah, I figured he was over there, possibly having the glove. You could have gambled on 2, I guess, to get the glove. I don't know. I guess you would have needed fairy from Raru.
No, he a glove hint.
No, he out of logic the glove with a couple key drops.
Oh, okay.
Dude, those keys were dropping like crazy. I'm like, I'm going into palaces. I need anything I can get in front of MiRai. And then P2 had the glove, and that was my first palace. I'm like, let's go.
Nice.
That's exactly what Tyvarius did. Yeah, MiRai, you stuck around the west. You beat P1. You got fairy. You found Maze Island. Wandered all the way through it. Found GP and the 2 items out of it, which were a medicine and a small key of complete and utter uselessness.
Yeah, Reflect was medicine, so it's
and
just
then
like, oh well.
East. And then Tyvarius, in the meantime, was over on the east. He cleared P2. He got Thunder. It's in Nukasudo, which is somewhere...
It was straight You hug the
no,
west
Old
coast, I
Kasuto.
think. Yeah.
It
It
was
was in a
someplace really
weird little
recently, yeah.
area hugging the far west, but
I never went further south than P6, and I felt so bad at the end of P6 because I spent my one key on the stupid door that you could have gotten over, and I was like, oh Jesus! And of course, it cost me, and I had to up and out of GP, go back to 3, get that one key, and then go all the way back to GP again. So
I died with like one hit left on Barba and game overed, and I've never felt like a bigger numpty in my life, other
Oh,
than when I
man.
went back into P2, completely forgetting that it was P2, and I get to the boss room, I'm like, crap, I've done this. So like that was 2 minutes easy that I just handed MiRai.
We were
Oh, yeah,
wondering
they were
what you
like,
were doing
did you just
I,
skip the gem earlier because it was like 2
Nope.
rooms in? Or...
Nope. I was in, I know there's a palace right away in the east that I can do, thinking it was 6, and I was just smashing dash and go.
Yeah. Oh, it turns out this east was actually an island biome, which was very boots locked if you wanted to get much of anywhere further than that, than where you guys went. Yikes.
I figured as much because there was the cave on Maze Island that kicked you out to what looked like islands, even though it looked like a river canyon, possibly when you first entered
I
it.
thought it was vanilla-like. I thought it was canyon and vanilla-like, but no, apparently actually islands. Pretty silly looking one, apparently, looking at Z2 Reddit. Yeah. The cave from the Maze Island would have dumped you out by the Valley of Death, effectively, if you took one of the bridges there, is about where that would have gotten you.
I almost thought about, see, I had the trophy. I almost went back. I forgot to go to Rando to get the spell because I was thinking, man, what if the glove is in the spell tower today? That would suck. So I forgot to do that. That I guess is a good thing. And I almost, when I went back for the key in P3, I almost decided, I was like, should I just go back east to get Thunder? I was like, I don't know. So that would have been my demise at that point.
Yeah, that was kind of like what was thrown up in the air because you both entered GP. You entered GP the second time, just seconds before Tyvarius. He was
Okay.
on Maze Island, right behind you, and he had Thunder spell. So we were like, well, if Thunder's required, that's it for MiRai.
Yeah. It's funny. I thought Ty would be taking all the gambles, and I thought he would be gambling on Thunder as well. So I was like, I'm going to gamble on Thunder as well. So
See, I thought my dipping palaces was the gamble, and then I just happened to find Old Kasuda, and I'm like, it's Thunder. All right, I know I'm in go mode. I know where the mini key is because that's the one hint I read. Like, let's just roll.
Yeah, he just happened into Thunder. I don't think he really was digging around so much on the east. He just saw a town and went in, and there it was.
yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. It was like to the southeast of the little area where the bridge was based. Southwest, sorry, of the little bridge
Which
area the
just
bridge was.
proves everything can fall into my lap, and I still can't hold a candle to MiRai or Trails. But I will hold my head high this tournament that I was in GP before either of them finished, and dang it, I'm going to hold my head high about that.
Hey man, you've gotten really good really quickly, man. So keep at it. We're all here. We're all here in support of each other, man. If you need help with anything, just ask. The more you
Always
practice,
appreciate it.
obviously your practice is paying off. So just keep at it, man. It's not once you get into the swing of things, it's pretty much like riding a bike.
Except the bike throws daggers and jumps around.
I mean, that would have been it for me, man. You would have taken this one, I would imagine, if I went back for Thunder. And I don't know, I would have seen Thunderbird and maybe would have done it. And obviously it was right there. And I took the gamble. Like, I would have been okay losing this on the Thunder gamble because it was a total choice I made. It wasn't that I couldn't find it. It's just that I just didn't bother to look for it. I was just like, I'm going. We're just going to do this. And yeah, I mean, I was laughing. I was angry at first, the second dig on the Maze Island, because I spent 2 casts of fairy trying to fairy feed an encounter and failed both times, and then had to walk the 2 encounters that were in between start of Maze Island and the palace. But then I got in and I saw Thunderbird at the top of the elevator, and I'm like, oh my God, there it is, dude. And I'm laughing and I'm backing out of there. I'm like, that could be it. That could be it.
I did do one try at T-Bird and failed miserably. Because Thunder was still very expensive at Magic 6, I think I ended at. It was still 78, so I barely had enough to cast.
That's the thing. Having thunder or not having thunder could either point you in the right direction, or
Mm-hmm.
not having the thunder spell could actually get you to Dark Link quicker. Whereas, so that's like really the gamble here. It's almost like, am I gonna just flush 5 minutes down the toilet after doing T-Bird and running behind and seeing what's back there, or someone could come in without thunder and just oh, there's T-Bird, walk 2 rooms over, there's Dark Link.
Yeah, I wish it was a little bit deeper of a Dark Link that was non-Thunderbird required today. It was just right. It was right there. I couldn't believe it. It was like, it's kind of disappointing. I always want GP to be like this tough struggle, but I mean, this time it wasn't. But I mean, I don't know. The gamble was fun, and I'm sure you were doing crazy stuff on your end as well.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it back because it sounds like we took vastly different routes. And again, I'm happy to be this close. to be quite honest.
From the top
4 minutes.
down, from the top down, it was very exciting. He had things that you didn't, and that could have easily just made the race completely different. So I don't know. Definitely, yeah, you both should watch it back. It was pretty interesting. It's kind of like, wow,
Yeah. I mean, if I watch it on double speed, I still have time before the next race. So.
This was a very Jenny scene, that's for sure. Just 40 minutes for you and Tyvarius, and even less for MiRai. This was a speedy one for sure. MiRai's first jump into GT was at 31 minutes flat. It's like, okay, that has to be one of the fastest four jumpers we've seen in a while.
I believe it. I did start the mind games early, and I think on Monday I told MiRai if we get a 2 life 1 heart container, I'm just gonna post right away in the room, reroll, and just see what he does. Just mess with him right away. Just be like, hey, reroll.
I would agree to that. That's a pretty rough start.
You got. I need any advantage I can get, but no. GG's MiRai. Thank you so much, Star Trails. Thanks for the comms. Star, I think you were also the restreamer. Appreciate that as well. And I'm not sure who ended up on tracking, but thanks to the trackers, everyone.
Yeah, Patrick was there, clickety clacker.
Excellent, awesome. Patrick can still have plenty of time to go teach that lesson then.
Yeah. All right. Well, fast one. I don't really have much else to say. I'm going to watch it back as well. And if it sounds like we did different things, again, an interesting race for sure. I'm sure from the top down.
It was exciting watching it all unfold because we didn't know,
Yeah.
So it was just like, wow. Very exciting with an underwhelming ending. Like you said, the GP was kind of just like, doink,
Exactly. Yeah, it's always exciting when obviously Ty would have had Thunder, and if it would have been like a long linear dig to like Dark Link, we probably would have taken some game overs along the way, and maybe he would have gone back and done Thunderbird, and then maybe it would have been like, oh, is this the way? And then like 4 rooms in, it's a dead end. Like, oh no, I don't know. Again, underwhelming GP, like you say. It's unfortunate, but just for the randomizer. It is what it is.
Max Rando, baby.
And I get it. Just to be fair, I would be like, I took the gamble on Thunder, and I was totally okay with losing because of that if it were to be a Thunderbird blocked route. But like, just the underwhelming GPs, I hate it when like we walked in so close to each other, and had we gone like, I don't know. I hate it when you lose to that completely free GP. It just, I get it. So I don't know. GG either way. I'm rambling.
It's all good. Well, I'm just glad you're happy enough to do comms for the next race.
Yeah, that's what's really cool about this randomizer, man. Because you click the button, you've got no idea what's going to spit out, and it's always something. It's always something really interesting. Like for example, this race looked like a completely boot block east, and it looked like you needed to dip Palace 6 in order to get the boots to even unlock the east. As Star pointed out earlier.
I was considering that when I was because Ty, did you get that hint that Barba slithers with the boots?
I did not, but okay. I figured it out pretty early. I'm like, I don't have many places left the boots could be, but I hadn't found the raft tile yet. So I was digging for that, found P1, found the raft tile, and I had my fingers crossed. I'm like, is this GP? And it was on Maze Island. So, but I had it pretty much sussed out that it had to be boots in either 6 or 1 at that point.
Yeah, I was early on when I got that hint, and then I narrowed it down to either being Maze Island or Death Valley, and I was like, well, I might need the boots out of 6, and then lo and behold, no. It was like you say, it was very fast. Okay, see, we're supposed to be done with this at this point. I'm done. GG Ty. Thank you everyone for the Reaching Trails star, Patrick. I'm leave. We're done. I'm done. I'm finished.
GG's, guys. Trails, Tyvarius, any last thoughts before I take us out here?
Go ahead and take us out, you two. Thanks so much.
Alrighty then, please do give our runners a follow as MiRai and Tyvarius, my co-com Trails, and our tracker Patrick as well. Great race tonight. Thanks all for helping out. Let's see. Coming up ahead on the ZSR schedule, we will be back in about half an hour with another Z2R race. We've got ourselves a Widowsers bracket round 1 match between Dr. JPHC versus Elendar. Tyvarius will be facing the winner of that one, so we'll be back here in a little while for that.
Yeah, that should be a pretty good one. That should be a pretty good race as well.
Yep. In the meantime, we are going to go over and say hi to Hoverbat, who is doing a Zelda 2 PC Edition Second Quest 100% speedrun. First time I've seen this, it's quite something to see, so we'll go see how that's going. Should be getting towards the end here, so thanks for watching all, and we will see you another time.